that we didn't mention what Conor McGregor could try against Floyd Mayweather, and that's to maybe deliver a head kick or try to take him down and submit him. That has been speculated upon, by the way, and needless to say, there will be provisions, terms in the deal that mean a lot less money and maybe no moolah should McGregor get disqualified, and rightfully so.
But he can
it's a
fake
boxing
takedowns.
match.
Don't go for it. Just lower yourself and shoot for it. Like,
believe
just get
me,
inside
there will
his
be
head.
showmanship, my man. I think that's why this is going to be performance art. I have no doubt about it. I bet there's going to be all kinds of weird body language, and to me, that's the entertainment, because otherwise, as we keep saying, Floyd Mayweather, a prohibitive favorite, 49-0 against a guy making his boxing debut.
You know what he should do? Mayweather, when he's in the ring warming up, he should throw a few head kicks. Just... You will get it, McGregor.
Bring
like on the other side of the ring, and you just kick your trainer a few times to the head. How funny would that be?
That's awesome. Hey, remember Ray Mercer, Tim Sylvia in an MMA fight? Mercer knocked him out too. Yep. And then, of course, we had James Toney going into the octagon when really he had no business in there.
No, because we're talking about guys who are out of their prime.
That's why it would have been nice, or at least better, if McGregor would have taken some fights, I guess. But the time is now. This he cannot take the risk, because if he takes fights and he loses, he cannot do this fight. Man, it's amazing. Here's a guy, by the way, not enough, I think, as praise has been given to McGregor by yours truly, at least in this show, that I wanted to say.
Yep.
Here's a guy 5 years ago was making $250 a month or something on welfare in Ireland. We talk about visualization. We talk about manifestation, my friend. Holy. Give it up for Conor McGregor, in less than 2 years, has talked himself into the richest prize fight in history. Buddy, remember Dennis Seaver on that show again after the football playoffs when he really became the notorious Conor McGregor on everyone's radar? That was 2 years ago.
Yep.
It's incredible.
Insane. Yep.
But now also, and obviously this dominates our conversation as it should, the fact that they say he's going to defend the lightweight title again this year in the UFC, I don't buy it for a second. I don't know if we'll ever hear from Conor McGregor after cashing out the richest and most punishing, most painful lottery ever. That guy won the lottery.
He won the lottery, but they say that if you get knocked out, you don't feel it. So it's not going to be so. If it's a body shot,
but you think? Okay, so you think he will go back to MMA?
I don't think so. I think it's a big chance that the UFC is taking him right now. Why would he go back?
Why would you go back?
But you know what? But he's a competitor. He's a fighter. He's a competitor. He wants to.
But then there are people say, how come then he hasn't defended the title in the UFC?
Because he was too busy with it. No, and that's another thing. Shows that he's a good family man. He didn't want his wife to go all through the stress. She was pregnant.
All right. And let's. Speaking of the comebacks, because everyone's always impressed with a comeback. Holly Holm, is she coming back? Because that fight with Betchkoea at UFC 111 last week in, where were they, in Singapore?
Singapore, yes.
Singapore Indoor Stadium, UFC Fight Night 111. Holly Holm, who, riding a 3-fight losing streak, coming back to bantamweight. First 2 rounds against former title challenger Betchkoea. And then, bam, in the 3rd round, Holm becomes becomes the first person to win 2 fights via thunderous head kick KO.
The thing was, Carrera says, come on.
And
Holm goes, okay. But it's like a question mark kick. She acted like it was a front kick, changed the angle, boom.
Or Brazilian kick, as some people call it. But you're right, question mark kick. I like that. They're changing the trajectory.
Oh, it's the best.
Now,
especially if you throw it one time before you connect with it, they think the second time is another one, and then you switch it.
She did that to Ronda Rousey as well. There's the other time.
That was from the back. So she turned away.
2 head kick KOs.
Now, kick from the back.
Okay, so
I got kicked in the head like that by Dennis Holman one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I broke up a fight between him and Don Fry.
Wow.
At an IFL event, we were somewhere at the bar, and everybody was
alcohol. I was going to say, was alcohol involved?
And it went from 0 to 60, and suddenly I'm in the middle of these 2 crazy guys.
0 to 100 real quick.
I'm pushing Matt away. I turn to Don, and I lose my balance. I thought I lost my balance. I lose my balance to the side, and I run back to them right away. I say, well, who pushed me? And then Renzo Gracie said, Bas, Holman called you by accident. He kicked me. The kick was, of course, mentioned for Don Fry. He kicked me in the head from the back. and that's what took me off balance. So
you know who better not lose his balance? Conor McGregor against FLOYD Mayweather, August 26th. I think balance is going to be real key in that fight. When he lunges in and stuff and catches him up,
there,
pull counter, boom.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, but I think, like you said, when Mayweather wants to make it a fast knockout, he has to watch out. Look at the fight with Aldo.
This is what we call a common thread in the business. There's a thread of Mayweather McGregor being sewn into the fabric
slowly,
of Rutten
very
and
common.
Ronaldo.
Okay, so
is Holly Holm back, or what is this? Is just were you impressed? Were you impressed with her? Enough to say she's going to be a player.
Well, the first round was not a really pretty round, but I can understand it because Correa comes normally out like firing, and I think that her coaches said, listen, it's a 5-round fight. Why don't you take it easy in the first round? Feel out her process, her reach. This is what I tell all my students who start fighting. I say, just don't fight the first 2 minutes. Just move backwards. Let him hit, stick your face out, but just stay on the outside. Get used to the reach, and then, when everybody starts booing, they think you're afraid. It was actually going to help you because now your opponent's going to start loading up.
She knew she'd be booed, by the way, she said.
Yeah,
she didn't care.
She got 4 more rounds to go. Why would she care about the first round? People should understand that. There's no game planning.
I also think that's the thing. I think she did it on purpose. That's why. That was exactly. So they say talk is cheap, boss, but kicks aren't. That kick was worth an extra $50,000 for her performance of the night. Justin Scoggins dominating Ulka Sasaki, but then got a little too sloppy, I think is the word for it, on the ground. Sasaki takes advantage, takes Scoggins back, puts him out with a upset come from behind, rear naked choke victory. That was worth $50,000. And the fight of the night, bro, happened earlier. Lin Zhenglang of China against Frank Camacho. And if you've been following Zhenglang, he's been in these types of fights in the octagon, the crowd pleasers. No exception on Saturday. He and UFC newcomer Frank Camacho trading for 3+ rounds, and Zhenglang earning the unanimous decision victory. Camacho took some respect from his UFC debut, and guess what? Not a bad payoff for him in his first fight. They both get $50,000 each for fight of the night. Andrei Arlovsky now has lost 5 in a row. Is it time to say goodbye? We've been here before with Arlovsky.
We've been here before, and we realized it wasn't because then he came on and has this amazing win streak.
He's older now.
You're talking to a fighter.
He lost to Marcin Tybura, by the way, in this fight.
He did what?
Marcin Tybura beat him.
It's a shame. He's a good guy. The way he came back, revamped his career, very admirable. Everything is good, but it's I don't know. It's up to him.
I think he could do movies. I think he has a really good look. I think he could do some serious, get into less painful form of living. And speaking of painful, boss, this hurts me, and I'm sure it's going to hurt you too, bro, because we were there for the ascent of the Fireball Kid. We watched him streak across the sky of Saitama Super Arena
blasting
on
everybody.
Many nights.
Whoa.
The greatest lightweight of his time for a while. Takanori Gomi, the Fireball Kid, has been officially extinguished.
It's
John Tuck, lightweight, first round, rear naked choke. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That's got to be it for Gomi, too.
I think so too.
He
but
could
again, you're talking to a fighter.
Probably soak some money away from Ryzen.
Yeah, he will still be famous enough there to make a good paycheck. I truly believe that. But yeah, he's not the Gomi anymore as we remember him. The Fireball Kid, as you said it. He connected and he would knock you out. It's a shame. It's a shame. First he was fighting on Pride, and then Bushido came, and then that was his niche, right? Because it was the lighter weight.
It's a crazy. Again, you were there, so you can speak to it. But I don't know, man. I think to myself, prize fighting, the prize is it. You make enough money to support your family, give yourself a good quality of life, and then get out. Why do people keep fighting?
Because the money is gone, buddy.
But they're
never just talking about a German thing. They asked about the pays. I said, well, imagine you make 20 and 20. What you keep from that is nothing. 40% is gone, and I'm talking.
That's why all the MMA fighters want to go to boxing, man, because there is money there.
There is money there, but I think what Bellator is doing, they're throwing big numbers out as well. They got great paychecks, and now people start thinking, and that's when you have two organizations.
Right.
Slowly but surely it goes up. When Bellator gets bigger, they're gonna have to adjust the UFC because right now they can make double at Bellator almost. Sure. Plus they get all their
the sponsorship money, which there isn't as much as there once was. Let's not forget. 2008 came and destroyed a lot of people, and there was it Shane Carwin? Somebody's contract or terms were put on the internet or something, and a while back, like years ago in the UFC, before the UFC took away the Reebok, before the Reebok deal. Man, some of these companies were giving fighters a lot of cash.
A lot of money, yeah. Brandon Schaub was telling me he made more money with sponsors than they made with fighting.
Wow. Well, see, I don't know if those days are still exist, except for people like Conor McGregor, I guess. And now we know, again, why, like you say, there's, McGregor, who made more money than any mixed martial artist already, and then goes for the ultimate payday. You can't fault him. You can say the fact that it's happening is weird, and it is. It's in another universe, but I'm just.
It's all